Welcome, fellow seekers of truth and purpose. Today, we embark on a fascinating exploration of profound wisdom, a journey into the depths of self-understanding and personal growth. We will decipher the meaning of the enlightened warrior, an elusive symbol often shrouded in mystery and intrigue, a beacon that embodies not only bravery but also wisdom and self-discovery. Now you may find yourself pondering, what exactly is an enlightened warrior? An enlightened warrior, dear viewers, is not merely a combatant engaged in battles, armed with tangible weapons and raw, primal fury. No, the enlightened warrior is far more and complex. This is a warrior of the mind, a soldier who combats ignorance and intolerance, fighting not with guns or swords but with the power of intellect and the strength of knowledge. This warrior uses reason as a weapon, understanding as a shield, and compassion as armor. This is also a warrior of the heart, a champion who contests with the demons of despair and apathy. These battles are won not with physical strength but with the indomitable spirit of love and the unyielding power of hope. And lastly, this is a warrior of the soul, a guardian who faces the shadows of fear and doubt with the light of self-awareness and self-belief. This warrior knows that the ultimate victory is not over others, but over one's own limitations and weaknesses. The enlightened warrior comprehends that life is not a battlefield littered with the casualties of anger and hate, but a pilgrimage, a path to enlightenment. They understand that life is not about victories and defeats but a journey, an ever-evolving quest for truth and purpose. An enlightened warrior knows that life is a journey, an ever-evolving quest for truth and purpose. How does one become an enlightened warrior? This is a question that many ponder but few truly understand. In essence, it starts with the courage and determination to embrace challenges, to face them head-on no matter how daunting they may seem. But we don't just mean the physical ones that test our endurance and stamina, like mountain climbing or distance running. No, in fact, we're talking about a lot more than that. We're referring to the emotional and mental obstacles, the ones that leave us puzzled or frustrated, trials that have the potential to make us question our values, our beliefs, and even our very identities. It's about the heartache that comes from a failed relationship, the stress that accompanies job loss, the anxiety that keeps you up at night, or the depression that lurks in the shadows, threatening to consume our happiness. Such challenges, although invisible to the naked eye, are the battles we fight day in and day out. They are the true tests of our strength and resilience, not the physical adversities that we so often focus on. It's these mental and emotional obstacles that ultimately define who we are. They shape our character, mold our personality, and influence our decisions. Overcoming them isn't easy. It demands patience, courage, and a whole lot of self-belief. But it's this very struggle that leads us towards the path of growth and transformation, towards becoming a better version of ourselves. They push us to question, to learn, to adapt, and to grow. Each hurdle we cross brings us a step closer to enlightenment. That's how one becomes an enlightened warrior. Overcoming them leads us towards growth and transformation. But how can we understand ourselves better in this process? The answer lies in a deeply personal and often underutilized technique: self-reflection. This powerful tool allows us to dissect the complexities of our subconscious mind, carefully unraveling the layers of conditioning that have been instilled in us since our earliest memories. It is a journey of introspection and self-discovery that pushes us to look beyond the surface, to delve into the depths of our thoughts, feelings, and experiences. Self-reflection is akin to an archaeological dig, where we are both the archaeologist and the site waiting to be discovered. Through careful observation and examination, we sift through the sands of our past experiences and memories. Each memory, each experience holds valuable insight into who we are and why we behave the way we do. We sift through these layers, much like peeling an onion, slowly revealing what lies beneath. With each layer we peel away, we expose another aspect identity, another piece of our unique puzzle. We come across hidden strengths, buried passions, and at times our deeply ingrained fears and insecurities. But this process of self-reflection isn't just about revealing our weaknesses, it's about understanding them, accepting them, and ultimately learning how to navigate them. Through this journey, we gain a deeper understanding of our motivations, our passions, and our dreams. We tap into hidden talents, underexplored capacities, and undiscovered potential. It's an intimate journey, one that requires courage, patience, and honesty. It's an exploration that opens up new possibilities for growth, for change, and ultimately, fulfillment. This process of self-reflection, introspecting and peeling away layers, is like peeling an onion, layer by layer, until we reach the core. Does the enlightened warrior walk this path alone? Surely not, or perhaps not necessarily. It's a common belief that we walk our paths alone, that our tribulations and triumphs are ours alone to bear. But that's a misconception. The truth is, every person's path, every warrior's journey, is a tapestry of shared experiences. It's a collective wisdom passed down from those who tread before us, the pioneers and trailblazers who paved the way so that we could follow. They leave behind footprints and signposts, markers on our journey to enlightenment. These individuals, these mentors if you will, have already traversed the path we strive to tread. Through trial and error, they've learnt lessons, discovered revelations, and gained wisdom. They've overcome obstacles, faced down challenges, and emerged triumphant. They've walked through the shadows of doubt and uncertainty, emerged into the light of truth and understanding, and have returned to share their experiences. They provide a tangible link to the past, a guiding hand to the future. The wisdom they impart is not just a blueprint for our journey, it's an illumination to our path. It lights up the road ahead, revealing the pitfalls, showing the rewards. The knowledge they share is akin to a lantern in the darkness, a beacon in the storm, offering assistance in navigating the treacherous terrains of life's journey. Their experiences shed light on the unseen, their stories illuminate our spirits, and their wisdom guides us forward. By seeking wisdom from them, we are not merely taking their advice, we are accepting their gifts of knowledge, learning from their mistakes, and standing on their shoulders to reach new heights. Part of our journey involves seeking wisdom from those who have walked the path before us. They can provide guidance and insight that can illuminate our way. What tools can we use on this journey? Let's take a moment to ponder on this. Among the many tools we have at our disposal, there is one that stands out due to its simplicity and effectiveness. This tool is as ancient as the art of writing itself, and has been used by philosophers, scientists, artists, and thinkers throughout history. It's a tool that requires nothing but a piece of paper and a pen, yet its potential is unlimited. It's a tool that doesn't care about your background, your education, or your status. It doesn't judge, it doesn't criticize, it simply records. This wonderful tool is journaling. Journaling, as mundane as it may sound, can be a powerful instrument for self-discovery and self-improvement. It's a device for taking those swirling thoughts and emotions inside our minds and giving them a physical form. It's like taking a snapshot of our inner world at any given moment and putting it down on paper. Through journaling, we can record our thoughts, document our fears, express our desires, and explore our deepest feelings. We can use it as a mirror to see ourselves clearly without the distortions and illusions that our minds often create. It's a portal into our subconscious, a guide to our true selves. By writing down our thoughts, fears, and desires, we can explore our inner world in a tangible way. By doing so, we open a channel of communication with our inner self, allowing us to understand ourselves better, to learn from our past, and to plan for our future. It's a conversation we can have with ourselves, a dialogue that can unveil our true potential and guide us on our journey. One powerful tool is journaling. By writing down our thoughts, fears, and desires, we can explore our inner world in a tangible way. What about physical challenges? This question poses a unique perspective to the enlightened warrior. They comprehend the deep connection between the physical and the mental. They know that the body is not a separate entity from the mind. On the contrary, they are intimately intertwined, a complex network of thoughts, emotions, and physical sensations. The enlightened warrior understands that physical challenges are not just about strengthening muscles or increasing endurance. They are more profound than that. They are about testing one's limits, breaking barriers, pushing boundaries, and learning to rise in the face of adversity. Whether it's running a marathon, performing a complicated yoga pose, or climbing a mountain, these physical feats are not just for the body, but also for the mind. Physical challenges are seen as opportunities, not obstacles. When faced with a difficult physical task, the enlightened warrior does not back down. They take it head-on, understanding that it's these challenges that will make them stronger, both physically and mentally. Each physical challenge becomes a lesson that goes beyond the physical realm. It becomes an opportunity to build mental resilience, to cultivate discipline, and to foster a mindset of perseverance. It's a journey of self-discovery, an exploration of one's potential and capabilities. Just as the body is nourished by food and water, the mind too needs to be fed. And for the enlightened warrior, the fuel for the mind comes from overcoming physical challenges. By pushing our bodies, we can also learn to push our minds. Each step, each breath, each drop of sweat becomes a pathway to a stronger, more resilient mind. So what about physical challenges? The enlightened warrior understands that physical challenges can be a means to overcome mental barriers. By pushing our bodies, we can also learn to push our minds. How important is a sense of community? This is a question that has been asked time and again, but the answer remains the same. We humans are not solitary creatures, we thrive in groups, in communities. They are what shape us, what make us who we are. They provide us with a sense of belonging, a sense of identity. Finding our tribe, our people, is not just a survival strategy, but a fundamental aspect of being human. It is a powerful experience that can give us strength and support along this transformative journey that we call life. It's not just about being part of a group, but about being part of something bigger than ourselves. It's about feeling connected, feeling understood, feeling loved and accepted for who we are. In a tribe, in our community, we find a shared perspective, a shared understanding. We find common ground and a common cause. We find shared joys and shared sorrows. We find shared dreams and shared goals. We find shared experiences and shared stories. We are no longer alone, we are part of a collective that is there for each other, a collective that stands together. Being part of a community allows us to share our experiences, to learn from each other, to grow together. It allows us to express ourselves, to share our thoughts, our feelings, our hopes and our dreams. It provides us with a platform to voice our concerns, to share our ideas, to make a difference. It is through sharing and learning that we grow as individuals and as a community. We learn from each other's experiences, from each other's mistakes, from each other's successes. We learn to understand each other better, to empathize, to collaborate, to work together towards a common goal. Together we can share our experiences, learn from each other, and grow together. So, how important is a sense of community? The answer is abundantly clear. It is not just important, it is vital, it is fundamental. It is essential for our growth, for our development, for our survival. It is quite simply what makes us human. And what about solitude? Solitude, a concept much misunderstood by many, is the silent river that carries us towards the heart of our own being. It is not an escape from the world, rather it is about going inward to connect with the very essence of who we are. It's a journey into the deepest layers of our consciousness, where we find the space to connect with our inner essence. However, solitude doesn't mean loneliness. It is an intentional act of spending time alone, to delve into oneself, to appreciate one's own company. It's a blissful state of being that allows us to disconnect from the outside world and reconnect with ourselves. It's a nurturing environment that helps in fostering growth, clarity, and tranquility within our soul. Solitude is an art of engaging with oneself. It's about sitting still and letting the universe speak to us. It's about noticing what moves us, what makes us come alive, and what touches our soul. In this sacred space, we cultivate inner peace. We discover our passions, our fears, our desires, and our truths. We are able to reflect, to contemplate, and to grow. In the quietude of solitude, we find the courage to face our demons and the wisdom to embrace our strengths. It allows us to become more self-aware, enhancing our understanding of our own emotions, thoughts, and behaviors. It fosters creativity, boosts our mental health, and enables us to find our purpose in life. Often, it's within the embrace of solitude that we realize our potential, we understand our worth, and we find our voice. In the midst of solitude, our perspective of the world broadens, and our understanding deepens. It's a voyage of self-discovery, self-love, self-acceptance, and self-realization. It's a journey of transformation. It's in the silence that we can truly hear our inner voice. Solitude is where we encounter our true selves, unfiltered and unmasked. It's the echo chamber of our soul, where our inner voice reverberates, guiding us towards our path. And it's in this silence that we can truly hear our inner voice. It's a sacred whisper, a gentle nudge, a beacon in the dark guiding us to our true north. How does the enlightened warrior contribute to the world? Let's contemplate on this question. The enlightened warrior, a figure known for wisdom and courage, is not just a mere representation of brute physical strength, but embodies a deep understanding of empathy, self-awareness, and compassion. They recognize the essence and importance of service not only as a duty but as an honor, a privilege. They believe in the magnanimity of giving, in the strength that is found in aiding those in need. They don't just exist, they make their existence count. They strive to create a ripple of positivity in the world they inhabit, like a stone thrown into a serene pond, causing a ripple effect of benevolence and goodwill. This act of altruism does not just end at providing comfort and support to others, but it also extends to making the world a much better place than they found it. They are the catalysts of transformation, promoters of change, and harbingers of peace. The enlightened warrior comprehends the profound truth that in giving, we receive. In serving others, we are not just offering a hand, we are opening our hearts and breaking down walls of indifference. We are fostering unity and sowing the seeds of brotherhood and kindness. They know that by helping others, we create a circle of shared empathy and mutual respect. It is not merely an act of charity, but an exchange of love, compassion, and understanding. And in this process of giving, the enlightened warrior also receives. They receive the joy of making a difference, the satisfaction of seeing a smile, the gratitude of those they have touched, and the fulfillment that comes from knowing that they have lived their life purposefully. By helping others, we also help ourselves. The enlightened warrior knows that true strength lies not in domination, but in uplifting those around us. By helping others, we also help ourselves. With dedication and perseverance, we all have the potential to be enlightened warriors. This is not just a potentiality but a calling, an urging from deep within our souls that propels us towards becoming the very best versions of ourselves. It's a deep-seated desire for authenticity, for genuineness, for truth. Embarking on this journey of self-discovery is a bold venture. It's a venture of courage, of bravery, of daring to look within the lit corridors of our inner selves to find the radiant light that resides there. This journey calls us to peel back the multi-layered veneer that often masks our true identities. It's a journey of peeling back layers that we've worn for so long that we've become comfortable with them, despite the fact that they may not reflect who we truly are. Let's not be mistaken, this journey isn't always easy. There will be times of struggle, moments of self-doubt, and periods of confusion. Yet, it's during these arduous periods that we often find the most profound insights about ourselves. The journey of self-discovery is not a mere destination, a place you arrive at after a predetermined period. It's an ongoing process, a dynamic expedition that evolves as we grow and mature. It's a lifetime endeavor, a continuous exploration that never ends. It's a journey that, if pursued with relentless determination, can lead to unimaginable self-knowledge and personal growth. As we navigate this journey, we're guided by the wisdom of those who've walked this path before us. One such individual is the great philosopher Socrates, who famously exclaimed, "The unexamined life is not worth living." This timeless piece of wisdom serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of self-reflection on our journey to becoming enlightened warriors. Thank you for joining this exploration. Your presence is both valued and appreciated as we embark on this enlightening journey together. Let's take a moment to revel in the joy of exploration, the thrill of the unknown, the exhilarating feeling of stepping outside comfort zones, and diving headfirst into the vast ocean of knowledge. Your decision to join this exploration is the first significant step towards enlightenment. A choice that reflects your thirst for wisdom, your courage to challenge the status quo, and your determination to change the world, one insight at a time. As we venture into corners of wisdom, it is essential to remember that our journey is as important as our destination, if not more. If you're new here, consider subscribing to stay updated with our latest content. Each piece of content is curated meticulously, designed to stimulate your minds, ignite your curiosity, and inspire you to delve deeper into the realms of knowledge. We bring to you fascinating insights from various fields, challenging conventional thoughts, provoking curious minds, and encouraging the pursuit of wisdom. As we move forward, I ask you to embrace the journey with all its ups and downs, its twists and turns. Each step you take, each piece of knowledge you absorb brings us closer to enlightenment, to understanding the mysteries of the universe and ourselves. Remember, the path of the enlightened warrior is not just about reaching the summit but also about appreciating the journey. Keep an open mind, a humble heart, and a relentless spirit. Be persistent, be curious, be brave, and always remind yourself of why you started this journey in the first place. Your determination, your perseverance, and your unwavering belief in the pursuit of wisdom are what will lead us to our destination. Onwards, fellow warriors.